guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today I have a new KVD palette to try out for you guys today. This is their latest palette that dropped online at Ulta over the weekend. This is the MoonGarden Palette. This beauty retails for $42.50 and you are getting 12 shades. Let me give you a closer look at the outward packaging. Now I had a bit of a casualty in mine, so I'm going to be careful when I open it. This is what it looks like when you open it up. There is no mirror in this one, but let me flip this over to the back. This shade right here fell out, but it fell out like intact, so I was able to just press it back into the pan. But you can see the 12 different shades, all inspired by the garden. I thought that this palette looked really interesting. I liked the color story. We're getting, let's see, 6 different matte shades, so it's an even split in this palette, 6 matte and 6 shimmer. It has been a hot minute since I've tried anything new from KVD. The last thing I tried from KVD was the Good Apple Foundation Balm, and that was like 2 years ago. Can you believe that came out like 2 years ago? Feels like it just came out last year, but I'm excited for this. I'm excited to try something new, and I do I have anything from KVD other than the Good Apple? I used to have their eyeliners. I really do enjoy those tattoo liners, but other than that, I don't think I have anything else to where I could use it in today's video. Let's see, guys. Let's see if this palette is going to be worth your time and your 42 bucks. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to everybody. My name is Steff, and this is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup. I love doing multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, which is what you're going to see here today. I'll be creating 3 looks. We do makeup ranking videos. We just talk about makeup. We have a good time while doing it. If that sounds great to you and you want to see my videos on pretty much a daily basis, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you like what you see, if you're a fan of KVD or you're just interested in some new palettes that are out there, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, guys, I will have everything that I am wearing, not just on camera, but the things I already have on my face. Everything will be linked in the description box. Some of those things might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I do want to mention I am filming on my brand new camera, so there's like a new camera audio setup, so any feedback that you can give me on that would be great. And actually, if you kind of see me staring off to the side, it's because I'm not able to connect my monitor just yet to this camera. So I'm looking at the little viewfinder and I'm hoping that everything is going to be in focus until I get that cable cord later today. So I'm excited. Let's dive into MoonGarden. I'll be creating 3 looks. If you guys want to see this new palette in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, let's get started creating some looks with this MoonGarden palette. Now, I've already primed my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. So, what are we going to do first? I see green, I see yellow. I think I'm going to start with these 2 shades. So, I'm going to go in first with the yellow, and then I'll go in with the green, and maybe I'll do a little bit of the matte black down here to deepen it up. Let's start with that and see where the look goes. So I'm taking this yellow shade on a BK A503. So let me tell you guys a funny story about this video. So if it looks like I kind of like removed my eye makeup, it's because I did. So woke up super early before work and filmed this video. And then I started editing it before I left, and I noticed that the footage, particularly this part, the tutorial portion, was like just basically my eyebrows and my forehead. And that's because, again, new camera, new kind of like filming setup and stuff, and I didn't have the correct cable to connect the camera to the monitor so that I could see clearly. Like I have a 26-inch TV right here. So I was just focusing on I just had the little viewfinder this morning, which is like 5 inches. So I couldn't really tell. The shade is great, by the way. So I couldn't really tell that if I was or wasn't in frame. And so when I looked at the footage, yeah, it was all out of frame, all that work for nothing. So I managed to salvage the intro, but the 3 looks, yeah. At least I went to work. I went to work with 2 different eye looks today. People noticed, actually. People noticed and they actually liked it. And I also went to go vote. Early voting started in Texas, and the lady there noticed as well. Now I'm going to go in with a green shade on a BKA 502. And I didn't say anything. I just, I was discouraged, to say the least, because I had plans to film with something else as soon as I got home. So now, but nevertheless, we're here, we're working through it. This video is probably going to go up later than I anticipated, but it is what it is. I got the correct cable already, so hopefully you guys are seeing this in frame. And please, your feedback on this video as far as quality and stuff, I am shooting it in 4K. Please let me know, guys, so that I can tweak it. I'm still working with everything, lighting and all that, with this new camera, but so far I think it's going to be a really good camera for me to continue growing here on YouTube. So I love these 2 shades together. I think that they're blending really, really well. No issues. I'm going to use the same brush and pick up a little bit of the matte black. Just going to add it right out here. So this is one of the looks that I created earlier. Well, so far, I did go in with these 3 shades. I might still use, I don't know, you guys will have seen it already, you all will know, but I might use some of those pictures I took for the thumbnail. Just to save time. I will say that from using this matte black earlier, it's a really easy matte black to work with. It's easy to blend. You can pack it on. It's not super intense, but it can be. It can be if you build it up. But I like this intensity. I think this is good depth. Everything is blended. Love it. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I need to be careful. This is the one that came broken. This one's called Moongrove. And I'm gonna take that on a damp Rephr 21. So I pick up the product first and then I just spray it with some setting spray. I just have one from NYX up here. This is more of a traditional shimmer. I guess I would classify all the shimmers in this palette more as traditional. They're not like uber sparkly, they're not multi or duochromes. They're just nice shimmers. The palette swatched pretty well. Just a little bit of fallout. That could actually be from the mascara, not necessarily the eyeshadow. Okay, for the lower lash line, I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see. I'm gonna go in with a green. I'm going to green. I'm gonna take that on a Rephr 26. So this look that I'm creating is slightly different from the first one I did this morning. I had a blue shimmer instead of that green shimmer. Now I will say in this palette, for me, there's not an inner corner highlight. So I think what I'm going to do is just dip into the highlighter palette that I actually have on right now. Where did I put it? Is this one right here from Moira. But I'm going to add a little bit of the matte black, same Rephr 26. I'm just going to focus that closer to the lash line and kind of just out here. Now on that same Rephr 26, I'm going to go into the highlighter palette. This is what it looks like. And I think I'm just going to go in with the gold shade. This is actually the highlighter that I have on my cheekbones. And I'm going to spray that. A little bit of that in here. I have mascara on already. This is the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. So that is a mascara that I'll be touching up and using obviously in today's video, but I think I'm gonna do a little bit of Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liner and then maybe do a green or maybe a black, actually a black on the lower lash line, on the inner, on the waterline. Might be fun. I'll be right back once I do those finishing touches, and I'll show you guys the completed look number 1. Okay guys, so here's the completed look number 1. I did add some black liner, and the one I'll be using is this one from Give by Gwen Stefani. It is the shade Spider Webs, and as you can see, yeah, it's almost out. So I've really been enjoying the eyeliners. I hope that they release some more eyeliners soon. You guys know that the blue one is my favorite. So I have both of them, the blue and the black one. Again, Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. For the top lash line, I did go in with my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Liner. And this is a completed look. I love it. I love it. You guys know I love green. I love yellow. This is a really nice neutral look, but it's still fun and it's still a little bit dramatic, especially because of that black lower waterline. Let's move over to the left eye and we'll start working on look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, what do we want to do? I feel like I want to play with that purple. Purple looks so pretty. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go in with this shade up here, the pink, and then we'll go from there. I'm using a BK202. I just adjusted the audio a little bit, so hopefully this portion is a little bit better. Still messing with those settings until I get them the way I want them. Let me know what you all think about this zoomed in view. I can actually zoom in more. I know a lot of you want it to be as zoomed in as possible. The lens that I got is really good. It was a nice little pack up that I got. So let me know what you think. I think this is a good amount of zoom, but you guys are the audience. Y'all let me know in the comments. Now on a Refer 13, I think I'm gonna go in with this one right here. See if this will deepen up the look a little bit. I want to use the black just because I just used it on the first look. I want to try and use as many shadows as I can. Yeah, that's good. It's a little bit of kick up in the pan. These are nice together. It's a good blend. They're blending really well, these mattes. I do like you can build them up slightly. All right, now I'm going to go in with that purple shimmer on a damp Morphe M124. A little bit of fallout right there. Now this is one of the looks that I created earlier. And I think I added another shimmer out here. So let's see. I think I went in with one of the red ones. There's like a red and like an orange, like a rusty shade. I want to say I went in with this one. Let's try this one. Same brush, I did spray it. Add a little bit of this outer corner shade, the matte. Now on my Refer 26, I'm going to spray it. I'm going to go in with this shimmer shadow right here, the red one. All right, now for the inner corner, I'm going to go back in with my Moira palette. And I think I'm going to go in with this one right here. Same Refer 26. Let me just spray it a little bit. Okay guys, I'm going to do some finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. All right guys, here's the completed look number 2. For the lower waterline, I went in with an LA Girl Neon Shockwave Lip Liner in the shade Blaze to kind of just pick up on that pink purple shimmer on the lid. Same mascara and same Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Liner for the top lash line. I will say guys, no issues with this palette. I'm really liking the matte shades. I think the matte shades are my favorite part about this palette, and I do enjoy the color story. So far, everything just seems to be working really well. I love both of these looks. I think they turned out really nice. Let me take some quick pictures and I'll be right back. And I think I'll remove this look and we'll start working on the third and final look with the MoonGarden palette from KVD. All right, guys, let's start working on look number 3. I really want to use this blue shade down here. I think I'm going to go in with this shade first in the crease and then maybe do a little bit of the black again and then this blue shade. Let's try that. I'm taking the shade on a Rephr 15. This shade, I've officially used all the mattes. And I have to say, guys, mattes are really nice. Now in a Rephr 13, I'm picking up some of that matte black and I'm just going to use that to deepen up the outer corner and the crease a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go into this royal blue shimmer. This looks so, so pretty. I'm going to take that on a damp Morphe M124. I'm going to add a little bit more of the matte black. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here for the inner corner. I'm taking that on a damp Rephr 03. Now, this is the only shade that I haven't used, so I guess I'm going to go in with that on the rest of the lower lash line. Okay, guys, I'm going to add some finishing touches, and I will be right back to show you the completed look number 3. Okay, guys, here's the completed look number 3. I love the blue. I love the blue with like this softer turquoise in the center, or not in the center, but in the inner corner. And then the red. That red shimmer actually looks pretty good, like a red-orange shimmer. What did I do? For the lower waterline, Juvia's Place Nubian eyeliner in the shade Royal, and same everything else. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts on this new one from KVD. Okay, guys, so let's start first with the packaging. I think that the outward packaging is really pretty. I like the artwork. On the back, you do have the shade names. This is cruelty-free and vegan. You get 12 shadows for $42.50. That's pretty, I guess that's pretty standard pricing for the category that KVD Beauty is in. You know, Urban Decay palettes are like, what, $54 now? So are Too Faced palettes. I think you get a few more shades in those. So I think this is, you know, a fair price point for the category that KVD is in. You get an even split of matte and shimmer shadows. I will say that I think my favorite part about this palette, aside from the color story, because I really enjoyed it, I like the mattes a lot. I think these are really good mattes. They're easy to work with. They kind of just blend themselves. They're not overly pigmented to where it's just going to, you know, overwhelm the eye. They are definitely buildable and blendable. I think that the shimmer shadows they included are really pretty. These are more along the lines of traditional shimmer shadows. They're not the, you know, special multi-chrome shadows or anything, you know, that we've come to love from our favorite indie makeup brands. These are more, you know, just mainstream shimmer shadows, and that's okay. There is a place for this type of shadow and this formula in everybody's makeup stash. So aside from that, guys, you know, I think it's a cute little box style packaging. One of y'all commented in the community section when I posted about this that at first you thought this was a She Glam palette, which I can see that. I can see a little bit of She Glam in this, I guess because of the rectangle and then the circle pans. You do have the names on the bottom. I like the little, you know, dragonfly and moon in the background. I think it's cute. I think they did a good job with the packaging. It's like all recyclable packaging, so you don't get a mirror in here or anything like that. It's just a nice little cute like box type packaging. Overall, guys, you know, I like the palette. I think it performed really great. You know, there's a lot of people, and there's probably more people that are into or don't even know about like indie makeup, and they don't really shop a lot of indie makeup brands. The extent of their shopping is at Sephora and Ulta, and maybe, you know, at the mall, at the counters at Macy's and Saks and Nordstrom. They don't really venture outside of, you know, what's at those particular stores. So I can see this palette being great for somebody like that. If you have your favorite indie brands, if you know, your Uden's Eye, Terra Moons, Gourmand Girls, I mean, you name it, you know how special their formulas are. And you know that indie brands are going to 9 out of 10 times beat the mainstream brands every time, just because they're able to do it. They're able to do it. And I think if a mainstream brand was to do what our favorite indie makeup brands are doing, the price would be super, super high. So I'm gonna give this palette 2 thumbs up. For what it is, the category that it's in, you know, I think if you're browsing through Ulta, and this is available online only, I think, so if you're wondering if this palette is any good, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you are a fan of the KVD brand, if you're looking for a cruelty-free vegan eyeshadow palette, something nice for the fall, and maybe even year-round, because these are definitely wearable shades year-round. This wouldn't be a bad one to pick up. Maybe use your Ulta points, wait for a coupon to come out. I'm sure there's one that includes prestige brands that's supposed to be coming out really soon. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, guys, I'm here to tell you the performance of the palette, spot on. Let me know your thoughts now, guys. I know a lot of you were curious about this palette. You were asking me if I was going to review it. I actually was supposed to do this video a day earlier, but my package was delayed, and then of course filming issues, so you guys are seeing this a little bit later than I had originally planned. But hope you guys have found it helpful. Let me know what look you like best. Are you team 1, 2, 3, none, all? Sound off in the comments down below, and please provide your feedback on the quality of this video, like if you liked it close up, the audio, all of that. Again, I'm trying out a new camera. I really like it. It's a beautiful camera, and I'm just trying to get all of my audio and lighting setting situation set up for this new camera. So definitely comment down below, let me know your thoughts. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.